took a day off and we watched Baylor play and it's when you play the Monday night game, you get one extra day of rest. So we lightened the load on Wednesday and went hard yesterday. We'll go hard today and look forward to taking on a good Baylor team, and hopefully we can get that support that we've had here on the Coliseum on Saturdays. And I know the weather's going to be a little bit sketchy, so I certainly appreciate every amount of support we continue to get from our fans, and that means the world to this team that's giving everything we got each and every night.
Josh, obviously, when teams struggle, sometimes they can check out a little bit late in the season. But your thought, effort and intensity, focus, they still there for you, practice games that you want?
I mean, there's times that the effort and the intensity, starts lagging, but I feel like they respond fairly well, in the majority of moments. By no means, and that can be for a team that's playing really well this time of year, because we are in the dog days of the season in February. So, I was talking on the radio yesterday in terms of, our approach to practice and trying to figure out how we are most efficient with our time and to make sure we get the most out of each and every drill in terms of how it carries over to, the next, scout and the next opponent you got. So certainly there's moments where, you're lacking effort and we get them refocused. So we still have a lot of opportunity ahead of us, and that's the way we look at it.
After the TCU game, I think as part of your radio interview, you were saying that there would be some soul searching. What does that constitute at this point of the season, and what, how was that process handled?
Yeah, I think more than anything, we all got to look at ourselves in the mirror and figure out what we can do better to help our program be successful, and that's top to bottom. Yeah. I told them it starts with me. It starts with our coaching staff. So everybody in the program can find ways to improve and get better each and every day, and that's where we're at. We have to look at it as today. What can we do today to improve? Can we be the best versions of ourselves today? And then wake up the next morning and the sun's going to come up, and let's figure out how we can be the best versions of ourselves the next day, and continue to find ways to improve and get better, because this is a long-term game for all of us, top to bottom, on our roster. A lot of these guys, even our seniors, they plan to play, professionally one way or another and make money at the game of basketball. So they have to understand that each and every day is an opportunity and a growth opportunity to get better as a professional as well, because they will, carry this forth in terms of how they, finish the season and how they carry themselves. I mean, they'll be judged from here on out, as we all will.
Right.
What do you see from Baylor?
Very balanced team, very, competitive from top to bottom. They seem to always load up on guards, and they have a guard heavy team, which not to take anything away from their forwards, but they've always had the strength in numbers with their guards, and it's no different this year. And the main thing, you look and you start diving into their roster and their stats, and they're very balanced scoring. I think the top 6 guys are right there at double-figure scoring. So there's not one guy that you key on. You key on one guy, and somebody else, beats you or you struggle with. So you can't do that. You gotta look at them as a collective whole, and you gotta guard them as a collective whole in terms of that whole mentality of us versus them, and loading up and helping each other. And nobody can feel like, and I continue to say this with our guys, nobody can feel like they're on an island guarding one guy. There's always help behind you, and that's what we got to approach the game.